Jiren's Race in Dragon Ball Z Final Stand, guys. What do you think about that? Does it sound right? I don't know. But a lot of people were requesting on the comment section of my recent videos, hey, make a video on Jiren Race. What do you guys think? Should there be a Jiren Race in the game? Comment it down below and leave a like on the video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you're new. Let's get right into the video, guys. The first thing I want to talk about is Jiren himself. So Jiren was basically introduced around the Tournament of Power. We know Jiren. I don't have to explain who he is to you guys, but we do know that Jiren is one of the last, if not the last, of his race in Universe 11. And he's a Pride Trooper now. He's like mourning the loss ever since he was a kid. It's pretty funny, to be honest, that he's just still doing that. But towards the end, spoiler alerts, guys, spoiler alerts from here on out, towards the end, Jiren starts to like loosen up. He's good now. He's no longer mourning. He's fine. But when it comes to Jiren, he has a peculiar look, guys. He has a look that kind of reminds me of some races already in Dragon Ball Z Final Stand. The Namekian race, because of his ears. And he also reminds me of the Majin race because of like the whole, like, you know, it's just the way that his eyes are and his like eyebrows and everything. I think it reminds me of a combination of the Majin race and the Namekian race, minus the whole like ear thing, or like the whole like thing on the head, everything like that. But I think Jiren's race is possible in Dragon Ball Z Final Stand, but I don't think it will be added anytime soon. The thing about Jiren's race is that Jiren's race, we don't know much about it. He's the last of his race from what we can tell. And there's not many transformations that he has. But guys, I got you. Your boy Roball came up with a list of transformations that the Jiren race could have if they are added to Dragon Ball Z Final Stand, and some ideas on what they could look like if they are also added to Dragon Ball Z Final Stand. Let's get right into it. The first thing we're going to talk about is what they could look like. First things first, Jiren himself is like grayish purple. That's what he is. That's his color of his skin. And I'm thinking in Final Stand, it doesn't matter what skin color Jiren's race has, as long as it's not one that resembles the human race. I think they could have any skin color, as long as it's pale or something like that, or maybe the same gray skin color the entire time. As long as it's like a shade between white and black, I think that's Jiren's race's color. I think that's it. And I think their size, it shouldn't depend on anything. I think they can be any size, any height, because Jiren's big and buff, but he was also short and scrawny when he was a kid, so it did take some training for him to get that big. We can tell that his race is a humanoid race, similar to the humans in the fact that they can grow and everything like that. Now, when it comes to Jiren himself, I'm thinking, you know, we don't have many transformations about him. We've only seen his full power and his hidden power form and his meditation form. And I'm considering the meditation not really a transformation, but more so him just like, you know, harnessing his energy. But for this video, I will make it a transformation. So the very first transformation, guys, is what I'm going to tell you now. So for the first transformation, guys, I'm thinking this. Before I name any transformations, I'm thinking that when it comes to the Jiren race, similar to the Saiyans, they should get a stat point every 3 levels, because with these transformations, they will be powerful. And I'm thinking that if they're going to get these transformations, they need to be limited by their stat points. And I'm thinking the Jiren race should also be majoring in ki damage and melee damage. Those are their like majors in my opinion. Now for the first transformation, I'm calling this Impulse Control. The requirement is level 50. And the stat points go to everything but health max and ki max, and it's 50 stat points to everything, similar to Super Saiyan 1. And what this is, it's basically, could be just basically like a white aura around Jiren or the Jiren race. Nothing special. All it does is make you have a white aura surrounding you. That way you just look like you're in like a mystic form or something like that. Nothing too broad, nothing that looks spiffy or anything like that. Now on to the second transformation. The second transformation, guys, is what I'm calling Concentrated State. Now with Concentrated State, this will require level 100, and you get 100 stats to everything, similar to the Saiyans and their next transformations and everything like that. So when it comes to Concentrated State, this is what I spoke about when I said the meditation part. I'm thinking Concentrated State could either be them being in a meditation position whenever they're idle, and they have that red aura around them, or the Concentrated State could be them just standing like really super strong and stuff like that, similar to Jiren whenever he looks behind his back and stuff like that, how he looked really menacing and evil, but still powerful at the same time. And I'm thinking with Concentrated State, as I said before, level 100, stats 100, makes sense to me. Now on to the third transformation, the halfway point, guys. This was what I call the 50% release. And I'm thinking for 50% release, the player would have to have a level requirement of 275, and they get 250 stat points to everything. This is the 50% release, and this is basically half of the next transformation. So for the 50% release, they could also get a red aura similar to Concentrated State, but this one could be a little bit bigger and a little more bright with white in the middle. Now when it comes to 50% release, it doesn't have to have the white part because the next form could have it as well, because the next form is full power, guys. And with full power, we've seen Jiren go full power against Goku in the series, and we've seen it's pretty powerful. It's not that weak, but also I don't want to make it too overpowered, so I dubbed it level 450, which is okay in my opinion. I think level 450 is okay. Players are going to have to grind to look like Jiren and be like Jiren, so I'm thinking the stat points for this are everything is 500, but health max and key max, of course, similar to every other race. So when it comes to this, I'm thinking full power. How it looks is similar to 50%. It will have the red aura and everything like that. Jiren has used this before. We have seen it in the series, guys. I'm going to load up an image for you guys, and you'll see exactly what I mean. So when it comes to this form, Jiren's going to have like a red aura around him similar to before, but with this aura, it's going to be more of like a giant release, but not too much. It's going to look like how Jiren was fighting Goku with his Ultra Instinct or his Mastered Ultra Instinct. It's going to have like white aura around him, and surrounding that's a little bit of, and then a lot of red that looks menacing as all heck, guys. This form is going to be so awesome in the game once it is added, and I'm so hyped for this form because it's going to be one of the fan favorites if this race is added. Now on to the next transformation, guys. When it comes to the next transformation, I'm thinking for this one, it could be called the Hidden Power Awakened form. Now when it comes to Hidden Power Awakened, it can look similar to the previous transformation, Full Power. We've seen on like the wiki and the series and everything. It looks very similar to the other one before. But when it comes to Full Power has a lot of red, guys. It has a lot of red, okay? A lot of red comes out of it. But Hidden Power, the red is more close to him. It's not that big. The red is mostly near his body, and you can tell because whenever he punches and stuff like that, you see that it doesn't disperse like it does with the Full Power form. So I'm thinking for this Hidden Power Awakened, it could be a prestige form, and that way the Jiren Race isn't too overpowered, and this prestige form could make it so they require the level 450 again, but instead of giving 500 stat points to everything, they get 650 or 700 stat points, which makes it a proper prestige form that matches Super Saiyan Blue times Tenkaken, or Master Super Saiyan Blue, or Ultra Instinct, which is basically, or Mastered Ultra Instinct, excuse me, which is basically how strong Jiren was. He basically matched Mastered Ultra Instinct, but I'm thinking 650 is a better number. That way it's not too overpowered, because if it were 650, it would make more sense, because, spoiler again, Jiren lost, because of the fact of Goku being his Mastered Ultra Instinct and Ultra Instinct state, and because he lost, he was damaged and everything because of that, but he lost to Goku without even him using his Ultra Instinct state in the end, because him and Frieza hit him, of course, and with that move, it like really did a lot of damage and stuff like that, and in the end, they lost. Of course, Universe 11 lost, but when it comes to this transformation, again, level 450, and stat points, I think 650 is a good stat point level. 700 max, in my opinion. It shouldn't be anything higher than 700. Now, guys, I want to know your opinion. What do you think about what I came up with? It's not really something I came up with over time. It's something I took a few days to make, like 1 or 2 days. The reason I didn't post this video any earlier was because of the fact that I wanted to do more research on the transformations, exactly what they look like and what they could be, guys. Now tell me what you guys think in the comment section down below. What do you think about these transformations? Do you think Impulse Control doesn't make sense? Do you think Concentrated State is a little too weak? What do you think, guys? I want to know in the comment section down below. I love seeing your guys' comments. Make sure you subscribe if you're new, guys. Trying to get to 10k subs before July, so make sure you subscribe as soon as possible, guys. Just drop by for my stream tomorrow, guys. I'm going to stream every single day as much as I can, guys. I'm going to try my best to stream every day. Also, guys, make sure you leave a like on this video. The more likes, the more likely I am to make more videos on Dragon Ball Z and Final Stand, and even more videos on other Dragon Ball Z games like Dragon Ball Online Generations, which I'm so hyped for, and Dragon Ball Forces, which is coming out soon. So a video and maybe a stream will be coming out on that soon, guys. So make sure you subscribe for that. 10k subs. Join the Robros, guys, and cop the merch. Link is down below to the merch. Limited edition merch. Gold merch is going off sale very, very soon, guys. So make sure you cop it. Get it while you can, because it's going off sale in less than 18 days from now on the 4th or on the 30th of this month, which is the 4th month of April, guys. The 30th of April is when it goes off sale. So make sure you guys get it before it's done for, because if it goes off sale and you don't get it, you're going to feel bad, guys, okay? So make sure you subscribe, like this video, comment down below any ideas for other videos you have or your opinion on this video. Till then, it's been your man, Roball. I like you guys. Thank you so much for watching this video. I appreciate it. And I'll see you guys in the next Final Stand video and possibly some more videos too. Peace, guys.